how TMC is in fact looking at the local Panchayat polls in Bengal. It is being said that this is something that the TMC has been trying to project itself as probably an uptick before the elections coming in 2024. And many of them saying is that what is the need for Mamata Banerjee to come down to campaign in a Panchayat poll? Meanwhile, you had Sitaram Yechuri also coming out and saying that there is no democracy over there. And Mamata's promises are in fact over here like saying will ensure zero corruption. Mamata kicks off campaign. And what is quite interesting about the statement that has been coming in, especially the Indian Express has in fact reported it, saying that West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee campaigned for July 8th Panchayat election for the first time, saying that Trinamool Congress would stamp out corruption at grassroots after the polls. So far, we had given importance to panchayats. Now you see that people's opinions have been bought. Opinions are sought 2 months ago. Don't give money to anyone. We will not allow theft. If someone wants money, take his picture and send it to me. We will control panchayats from now on. Don't let anyone steal it. We want people's panchayats, is what she has put in the in her statement. But interestingly enough, Pankaj, this is where the story becomes a little hefty over here, where it says that meanwhile, Banerjee accused the border security force of trying to scare voters. I have information that some BSF officials are visiting border areas, threatening voters and asking them not to vote. I ask people not to be scared and to fearlessly participate in the elections. Meanwhile, there have been several incidents of apparent intimidation and violence that have been also reported, because of which you have the forces on the ground. And this all happening just ahead of the Panchayat polls, which is said to be a very tough fought battle. But again, it's not only, the other opposition leaders are also, not only the BJP, but other opposition leaders are also saying that it has become a tough fight for them when it comes to the Panchayat polls. Well, the Chief Minister, the head of TMC, coming down to campaign on a Panchayat election for the first time. A lot seems to be at stake when it says that Mamata herself is coming down to go ahead and campaign at a very local level, isn't it, Pankaj?
Well, yes, Varghese, to very discerning audience and readers, it might come across as a move that is not befitting a chief minister. But when it comes to West Bengal, particularly, and generally when it comes to panchayat polls, these are the grassroots level polls that happen and are a marker, are a measure of the kind of support that you have at the grassroots level. Because remember, as any deft politician would say, that the success of a political party is very much dependent on how their grassroots level workers are connected to the masses, because it's not the top leadership who goes for the communion of the masses on a day-to-day basis. It's the grassroots level workers. So panchayat polls obviously are a reflection of that. And Mamata Banerjee, as an astute politician as she won't be leaving any stone unturned when it comes to an election like panchayat polls. Yes, there are violence. There have been violence in the past also, and in the run-up to the elections. Uh, all the political parties have also mentioned it. At times, Election Commission too has lambasted the West Bengal government to keep an eye and to keep the violence under check. These things have happened, but Mamata Banerjee knows what is at stake. At stake is the very control of the talukas, the gram panchayats, which are in a way the bastions or the modus operandi of the BJP. BJP's working tactic is based on the fact that they connect with the masses at a very grassroots level, at the block level, at the taluk level, at the panchayat level. They break it down like that. You would always see, Varghese, that BJP is the first party to start any sort of election campaigning or any sort of election activity much before any other political party, because their modus operandi clearly states that they have to start from the basic level, from the grassroots level. For Mamata Banerjee, she knows if she doesn't put in effort in here, then obviously BJP, which has a well-oiled machinery going on in several parts of West Bengal, as far as the connect with the masses is concerned at the grassroots level, she might lose some ground there. That's why there we see the chief minister making presence every now and then ahead of these elections. And yes, she has to. She has won the state a couple of years ago with handsome majority. That's a given. But when it comes to these specific gram panchayats and talukas, remember we have an election coming up in 2024 as well. And once again, these voters, if they are voting with for the Lok Sabha seats, Mamata Banerjee or any political party would want them to vote for the party what they had voted in the state elections for.